everybody, and welcome back to Saturday Night with Sartix. I'm your host, Sartix Films. Because you didn't know that already, I'm sorry for this intro. It's terrible, but my God, do I have a special guest for you here tonight? Would you like to introduce yourself?
Nah, I'm good. No, I'm joking. Yes. Hi, hello. Some of you may know me as Bionicle C4. If you've watched Sartix, and Tectonic Films and stuff like that, you guys might recognize me as Shadow, or just Bionicle C4. But yeah, I am here with Sartix.
So,
Hi.
so professional. I love it. It's almost as if this is serious.
Oh, I need to ask you something real quick because I forgot to ask you this before we started.
Yeah.
What are the rules for
The
this?
rules are be racist against everything. we are
Ah,
we are
sick.
we are going the right way of the rack. No. Oh my god. No, honestly, there is no. It's just a little podcast kind of deal. Like we like to have
Okay.
fun.
Okay, gotcha. No problem.
But my god, Delia, it has been a long time.
Yeah, no, it
It's
definitely has been. So
it's
I
not like we
know.
haven't been talking for like what since March.
Yes, yeah. End of
No.
March. I've been counting the days. It's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Jesus Christ, she's actually counting.
Like 3 months, 4 months, almost 4 months now. But yeah, no, since we've actually reconnected, and I still remember the day that I saw your comment on one of the videos that you saw, or that I posted. I mean, you were like straight up, "Oh my God, back from the dead," and I'm like, this is like the second video that I posted, and that video was the kid is not my son. That
I
was the video.
it is like because I think we lost contact in what 2016,
It
2017.
was it was yes, it was 2016 when we lost contact. Because it was shortly before I went to college
Yeah, like
and
right
kind
when
of
we were
in
kind of
like
finishing high school. Oh,
yeah.
that's right. Because I remember was it St. Patrick's Day when I totally didn't cry in front of everybody. Um,
You said it,
when
not me.
when because I remember I pulled up Skype on my old phone. Oh my
Hmm.
god, thank God it still has some battery here. Cause yeah, I was able to log into my Skype account and like check the last time fit. No! God, what's my
Wait.
account? Oh no.
Uh-oh. Oh no. I actually managed to hack back into my own account because I actually forgot all of my login information for Skype. I remember
Oh.
I saw a bunch of old chats from you, Tech, and a bunch of other people, but I don't remember like what the last message I sent to you was.
Like it's I, yeah.
Eh.
Give me 1 second. 'Cause I want to log into this because I don't know why it kicked me out. It's like,
You know
there's a
what? You've
problem
you've
here.
got you've got me curious now. Hold on.
Four
I want to
one
know. No, I
zero
don't want to download Skype. I don't
four
feel like
six zero.
downloading your spyware.
Yeah, Skype. It is. Oh, there we go. Okay. Why is Bing here? Is it your AI co-pilot, Bing? Who the fuck asked for an AI for Bing?
I
Kill
don't know.
yourself.
Oh, I see that
Here
now.
we go. Oh yeah, 'cause
Um,
oh no, what was it? It was March 17th. Oh yeah, so it was St. Patrick's Day.
oh my God. I the last message that I sent you. Oh yeah, that's right. You did send me.
Yeah.
Or no, I
Oh
sent you a message on March 7th. I see it now.
yeah, 'cause on
The
December 4th, 2018, you sent me a message. Do you remember me?
I did, and I was so sad that I never got a
Yeah,
freaking
because I
response.
stopped using Skype. I'm honestly surprised. I don't even remember my information. I'm surprised that I got in on my phone here. But like at like I think 27. Let's see. Have I? How long have I been a member of Discord here? 2016. Yeah. So 2016, we all kind of drifted away from Skype and went
Yeah.
straight to Discord.
I okay, believe it or not, I didn't get a Discord account until 2018. I didn't know Discord was a thing until 2018 because when I was in college, I like a bunch of my friends had it, but I just had no interest in it. Like I didn't start using Snapchat until a month ago.
Yeah, because I
So
asked you to download it.
yeah, like everyone was like, get a Snapchat, get a Snapchat. I'm like, no, I don't care. And so like when I was in college, everybody was like, oh my God, you should get Discord because we're all talking on Discord now. And I'm like, I don't want to. Like, I don't know why, but I'm just like not a social media person. But like the only social media thing that I have ever used really like historically was Facebook. I'm practically an old lady. So so
Well,
yeah,
the
like
name explains it.
what do you mean the name explains it? What does that
I don't
mean?
know. Typically, you think Delia is like an older woman's name.
Oh my God, it's not though.
What the? Okay,
Um,
now this is weird because I scroll up and it's I can't go past April 15th of 2018 because that was when
I
you were still voicing for Zira.
was it Zira or Hydrix?
Zira, because Hydrix is
Oh.
dead at this point. Oh my
Oh
god, I
yeah,
had
that's right.
Toa Kumo on Skype. That's right. So many
Yeah, I
people.
see. Who was Bob?
But I had
I see a Bob. I
32.
see
It's
a.
it's it's like a group chat. There are 32
Oh, okay.
participants. Who's all in here? Oh, and it's just it just shows
It's
Alex. I don't even know who that is. And
it's
Bill Stewart.
Tyrus's.
Oh,
It's Tyrus's, the forbidden
oh,
one.
yes. Let's see, because it's got you, Cam. I recognize the Chris one and Dylan Driver. Who is
Wait,
that? Is that who I
when
think it
was this?
is?
September 6th.
God, this is a
Um,
blast from the past.
I'm leaving Friday. When was I? Oh, I'm leaving Orlando because of the hurricane. Wait a minute. I was talking to you while I was in Orlando? I thought I stopped talking to you before I moved to Orlando.
I really don't know. And the worst part is just like, for whatever, I don't know if it's just because I'm on my phone, but like I can't view a lot of older messages.
I'm actually on my computer right now. Um let's see
I've
here.
got.
Yeah, so this was when I was still dating Valerix. Yeah, right. Big yikes.
Yeah, let's not bring in the drama.
Oh my God, I just found old pictures of when I crashed my car.
I remember that.
When I backed into a tree. Oh wait, so this was when I backed into a tree and put it in a ditch.
Oh, wonderful.
I still have
Oh
that car, by the
my
way, and it's
god.
still kicking. What?
I what the fuck?
Wait, what did you find?
So there was a group that was made by Jake and Sam Fenna with
Mm-hmm.
me and Dark Ace, Dork
Mm-hmm.
Ace Mustard of Tim's, and the profile picture. Can I view this and save it? I gotta screenshot this. I'll send it to you on Discord.
What is
I
the
vaguely remember this being a fucking meme. I'll do that.
wait
I
a
don't
second.
care to
What is the
screen.
group chat? Was I in the group chat or
No,
no?
you weren't,
Oh, that
which is
sucks.
weird. But give me a sec here. My phone's being dumb. I don't remember what this was about. Oh my god, just I won't show this image if you don't want me to.
Oh no, show me. I want to see. What? What? I I've forgotten about this.
I don't remember what it was about.
My two concussions made me forget about this, and now I'm remembering it again. But I'm not remembering what it was about, though.
I
I
don't
don't understand.
I don't either. It's like going into
Wait a second.
Skype is like being flashbanged and you wind up in D-Day.
This is like walking through the back rooms for me a little bit.
Oh god.
Um.
Uncharted Territory 3. God. There's so many
uh.
like group chats and people that I do not remember.
Yeah. No, me too. There's so many group chats.
Fuck
What
a
was the group
butt.
chat that I fuck up?
Oh, there's a group with you, Tyrus, and I. There's two of them.
Why do we have so many
Three,
groups? Oh my God.
4, 5, that
See,
6.
for all of mine, like all of these groups, um,
I just want to see fucking people, but I don't. I just see fucking boobs.
Oh my God. I found the chats between Valerix and I.
Okay, yeah, changing the subject.
Yeah.
Regardless, it has been like I legit thought that you were fucking like just gone, never to be heard from again, and like seeing that that you were coming back and making videos. I was like, oh my god, is she back? And then you commented and
So,
you're like, I couldn't get a hold of you on Instagram. Why did you not answer me?
well, because I was okay. So I have a story. It's kind of a long story, but I will brief it a little bit if you want to hear it.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's what we're here for.
So, like, part of the reason why I went quiet was because I was working on my animation degree.
Hmm.
Like, everything was kind of out of control. That was like around the time where I left. I was in a really, really, really bad like state of mind. Like everything was falling apart and out of control. And I was trying to do college. I was trying to work a job. At the same time, I was getting ready to get kicked out of my apartment.
Oh,
I was in a really rough spot.
yeah.
So that's part of the reason why I ended up disappearing. But then, like, something happened where I guess I kind of like never reached out again. I'm not really 100% sure. But then I graduated in 2019. But after 2019, I kind of gave up on animation altogether, even though I got my degree in
Hmm.
animation. And so, in since 2019, I haven't animated anything. So, like, as soon as I graduated, I gave up and I just said, screw it, I don't want to do animation anymore. So, for about from about 2019 all the way up until about March of 2023 or this year, I hadn't touched any animation whatsoever. And if anything, like I was kind of scared too, and I'll get to that like in a little bit.
Yeah.
But I was kind of scared too because I just didn't have the motivation or anything to do it. But something happened where Larnu, no, was it Larnu? Yeah, Larnu. Larnu posted like a live stream. I was still subscribed to him, and I just happened to get like a notification on my phone, and this happened in March. I got the notification. I was like, fuck it, why not? I went and opened up the live stream, and I looked at it, and no joke, when I opened up the live stream and I started watching, I commented, "Hi, nice to see you." He goes, "Holy shit, Bionicle C4. That's a name I haven't seen in a long time." I'm like, "Oh my god. Larnu recognizes me?"
Yeah, no, I remember you saying that.
It was a total shocker because I was like, "Dude, Larnu's a really big biotuber." Like I was genuinely surprised that he actually recognized me. Like he called me out by name.
Hmm.
So, and I do remember I had some connections with TTV for a little bit, but like nothing super strong, I'll say
Yeah, I
that. But
vaguely remember that.
I was on like one episode.
Yeah.
They were testing the waters with me, but it didn't really work out. So, I wasn't a continued member of the cast anyway. But I do remember some people recognized me from the TTV episode. And I think maybe that's where he recognized me from, but
I
again,
mean,
I'm
who
not
knows? Like,
100% sure.
I feel like back in 2015, just
Hmm.
it was. I personally think it was because Bionicle made a comeback, and so the
Yeah.
community was actually alive and functioning again. Um,
Exactly.
and it wasn't like it wasn't the same when Hero Factory was around because when Hero Factory or when Bionicle died, Bionicle G1 died. Uh, the community just didn't feel the same, and
Hmm.
we got Hero Factory, and a lot of people just like kind of were like, "Eh, it's cool for Max," and then
For me, it had the opposite effect. But
yeah,
continue,
but
continue.
Bionicle G2 came out, and the community roared back to life. It was the roaring 20s up in this bitch, and
Right? Yeah.
like everybody was making videos again, and everybody was the community was brought back together. Lego, if you're watching, I know you're not, but G3. um, but it was like that moment in time where just everybody knew who everybody was. It didn't
Hmm.
matter how big you were or how little you were. And this is a
Hmm.
name that I haven't seen. I've been trying to find him in Skype. I can't find him. I've been trying to find his channel. I've been going through a bunch of Cam's old videos and just old videos in general. But E&J Studios was just a small little guy. Everyone knew who he was.
Yeah.
And there were a couple others. Like there was I swear to God, he had the exact same name as like actual like our Blaze, like Troutix Blaze. I
Yeah.
could have sworn there was a guy whose name was either Blaze Bionicle or Blaze 2000, or no, it was Alpha Blaze.
Yeah,
He,
no, that actually does sound familiar. I
yeah,
think I remember seeing some of his stuff.
Jake and I became kind of decent friends with him, and he had a friend named, I think, Maelstrom,
Mm-hmm.
because they were like really really close buds. I would talk to the two of them quite frequently on Skype. But again, it's like it didn't matter. It wasn't like, oh, I'm just a little like 200 subscriber guy. I don't.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you are one of us. And now I don't feel that camaraderie much. I mean, like I feel like the more in the Discord servers you kind of see more of that. And I don't mean to toot my own horn with my server, but it's like everyone is like it's from wide angles. People who have like
Mm-hmm.
little to no subscribers to like bigger people like Biorock,
Yeah.
like Cam. Uh,
Well, hell, you and I, like, we connected with BioRock. Like,
oh
you
yeah,
got me in with him, and that, dude, that was incredible because you and I both, we grew up with BioRock.
oh yeah. No, I
And,
it was such a like surreal experience. 'Cause it was like, oh my god, I'm gonna play Warframe with Biorock, and then we actually became good friends. I hate that I don't talk to him much anymore, just because the server that I met him in is the owner.
Ed.
It's not like it's very active, but it's a bunch of other biotubers who I have no idea who they are, and
Oh,
that's something
gotcha.
else. It's just like I talked to Jake about this, and it's something that kind of bums me out. It's like people will post more on Instagram for Bionicle stuff than they will on YouTube,
Hmm.
because yeah, I get it. Like a little quick post and a picture is faster, but it's like it lacks like character. There's no like thought put into it. It's just you
That's
write a
just
little thing and then you take a picture and you go. And
that's just one more social media account that I don't use.
well, I mean, I only use Instagram for BioTube. I have a personal one, but I think the last time I even touched it was like when I was with my ex.
Yeah.
um,
Yeah, I
but
barely ever use Instagram.
like to meet like bigger people like Byrock, like it's not the same as like when G2 was around. I guarantee I swear Lego is gearing up, like they are winding up for a G3 run, because there's a lot of stuff that's like hinting at Bionicle right now.
Yeah.
Mark my words, G3 makes it, like Bionicle comes back in a third generation,
Hmm.
the community will roar back to life, just like it did
So
in 2015.
what I heard about that, and this is entirely speculation, okay? I'm not what I'm about to say is not based in any fact. Also, after this, I do kind of want to go back to what I was talking about a minute
Yeah,
ago.
yeah, yeah. Sorry,
But
I when I ramble,
no, it's
I
okay.
tend to lose stuff, but go
It's
ahead.
okay. I do the same thing. But no, but from what I heard, the original creative team behind Bionicle G1 is supposed to have some creative input on G3 if it's going to happen.
Let's
That is a
fucking
rumor.
go.
That is a rumor that I heard from Reddit, so take that with a grain of salt, okay?
Yes.
But it is a rumor, and in the past, Reddit has been pretty accurate, especially when it came to the GWP. The GWP was leaked on Reddit, and there was a lot of speculation that came from Reddit,
Mhm.
and it turns out that they were right. A lot of people were like, "Oh no, this is fake. This is fake. This is fake." But some of the more credible leakers, because there are like different like leakers, but some of the more credible leakers um gave it merit. And so, and then when it actually did come out, everybody was like, "Oh my god, it happened." So that's why I'm saying, like, I heard it from Reddit, and you can take it with a grain of salt. However, they have been accurate in the past.
Yes, I mean like
So,
Ben Cossey has talked about Bionicle G3, um, and Biorock actually first mentioned the G3 leak to me. The
hmm.
person that I wish I could quote the person that he mentioned it to me about. Um, he said that they have been credible in the past as far as like the leaks go. Um,
Hmm.
And I just want to put this in here real quick, and I'll let you get back to what you wanted to talk about. But
Yeah,
um,
that's fine.
this is the thing that excites me because I did talk to Bioruck about this when we were playing Warframe once, and it was if Bionicle did come back, would you try to come back for Biotube? Or and he's like, if I can find the time, I would. And that
Oh,
and I really hope that he can find the time. But the
me
problem is that
too.
if he's not working, he's just playing video games.
Yeah.
Um, and I just like he made a GIF with purchased video. I'm very surprised it's not out yet. And I'm looking forward to it, but you know we all know how he is with his his video schedule. But no,
Yeah.
but no, yeah. Well, you said you wanted to get back to talking about something.
Well, yeah, so I wanted to kind of like finish the story of like how I came back and
Yeah,
why I
yeah.
came back. So, okay. Where did I leave off? So, pretty much yeah, I joined this stream. He recognized me and I thought like, "Oh my God, that's really cool." But then he started talking about his Discord server. I was like, "You know what? Why not?" I go to his page, I find the Discord server, and I hop in. I see a bunch of people that I recognize. I recognize Larnu, I recognize Callan. I think there were a couple of other people I don't remember. I think Dawn of SSD was in there as well. But then right, but then um somebody replies to my like little like welcome message
Mhm.
that like Discord puts up, right? Somebody replied to it. And it was this kid named Nadiki.
Yep.
I never heard of him before. Okay? And he's like, oh my god, you're the Bionicle C4. You are here. You are here in this Discord. Oh my god, I can't believe that you are here right now. He was like typing in all caps. I'm like, whoa, wait a second. Hold on.
Dude is like, oh my god, backpedal. Is this a mistake?
This is a mistake. No, it wasn't though. It wasn't
No.
though because what happened was I came to a realization that even though I had been gone for so long, I had fans.
You
And I
left
was
an
like,
impact.
which was a surprise to me because I thought I was just some stupid kid. You know what I mean? Like, I thought I was like somebody who was just making stuff on my own and I didn't have any impact. When I was making stuff in the past, I didn't care that I made an impact. I just wanted to make stuff,
Yeah.
you know?
You know
But
something I just realized? I don't mean to cut you off, but I think that
it's okay.
when did you join the Diki server?
I joined the Diki server shortly after I joined that server. But it's not the dog chat. It's a
No, no, no,
different
no.
chat,
Do
a
do you-
different
do you
server.
know the like the exact kind of like date, like what month? Because it was like 2022, right?
Early or no, this was 2023. This was this month.
Oh, okay.
Or yeah,
This
not
year.
this month, but this wasn't this year, yeah.
Because I think I was gonna say we might have been in the server at the exact same time. Because I was in Nadiki's server looking for voice actors and voice actresses, but
Right.
this was before we connected. So I was like, oh my god, like because I was barely in there, and then he kicked me just because I wasn't active. I was like, yeah, no, that's fair. And then sure as shit,
Right.
you know, we reconvene, and then I make my server, and you're like, hey, I want to invite Nadiki. I was like, oh, I know that guy.
I know that guy. Yeah. But no, but like I was saying though, yeah, it was this year. It was early March because I remember shortly after I joined that server, he invited me to Brick Fair because I'm relatively close to it,
Hmm.
but it still would have cost me about 400 bucks. So I
Oh,
decided against it.
yeah.
So yeah, so I decided not to go to it. I was gonna try and go to it this year. It's probably not gonna happen either. Um,
Yeah, people want me to
Anywho,
go this year in March, and I just have no idea what the plan is.
honestly, same. But no, but so essentially, yeah, I joined his server, and then and I got to talking to like a whole bunch of people that were still like my fans. So it was like Nadiki, Blaze, Yeet, Swappers, just a bunch of like smaller biotubers. Don't get me wrong, even though they're smaller, they are really
Oh,
good.
yeah, no. I mean, you look at Blaze and Nadiki's stop motion.
Yeah,
What the fuck? I
and
was
even
I was doing
and
like 15 frames per second at that age.
yeah, like oh my goodness, some of these kids like some of the stuff that they're able to like put out nowadays
It's
compared to the,
insane.
the stuff that we put together, it's
It
definitely a difference. And
it
I think
puts
it's
me to
like
shame.
might have something. No, no, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. I'm being
But
honest.
no, but yeah, it's just like they all talk to me, and they almost kind of like hyped me up a little bit because I was like, oh
Mm.
my God, like how, because they were telling me how much they loved all my old videos and like, oh, are you gonna come back? Are you gonna come back? And I was thinking about it, and I was like, I don't know. The only reason why they were asking me if I should come or if I was gonna come back was because I made that quote unquote Bionicle G3 is looking pretty good
Mm.
video. It was a YouTube short.
Yeah, that got
The
quite a bit of views, didn't it?
That got over 2,000 views.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it got way more than that. Hold on a second. I can tell you in two
Yeah, I was
seconds.
gonna say let's take a look. See. Oh God, that's the wrong screen.
I can take a look in 2 seconds. Hold on. Um, Bionicle G3, where is it at? It's got 15,000 views currently.
Yeah, it got a few views. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah. So it got about but keep in mind it's a YouTube short.
Yeah,
So
YouTube.
of course they're gonna be overinflated. But the second most viewed video on my entire channel is The Kid Is Not My Son.
Which the stop
That
motion in that is just mwah, chef's
that's
kiss.
that that was the first like officially stop motion thing, or sorry, that's the second officially stop motion thing that I've created since 2019, or no, sorry, 2017, because I did a stop motion video back in 20 Christmas of 2017 or 2018. Hold on, it's called Don't Forget Christmas,
I
but I don't
remember that
remember.
one.
Yeah, like it was just like a 30-second video that I made with the fire and the flames. 2017. Yep, December 25th, 2017. And people still watch it because it's got like 600 views, but every now and then I get like a new comment on it.
Yeah, let's
Um,
see.
but the only reason why I made The Kid Is Not My Son is because I started talking to people in that Discord server, and they were like, "You should make this video. You should make this video." Or no, no, sorry, I have that wrong. Nadiki made it first, and I was like, "I like that idea. I want to make one too." And then Nadiki inadvertently started a trend, so I made one. Swappers made one. I think Yeet made one as well,
Yeah, there were
and
a
so we all
lot that came out of it.
yeah, no. And so like and I was one of the videos that happened. And then that was the video that you commented on and I said, "Hey, I've been trying to get a hold of you on Instagram." You were like ignoring like all of my messages on Instagram.
Yeah, I swear it was not on purpose. Cause I let's see. Cause like I was like, holy shit, you're back from the dead. I have arisen. Also, I've been trying to get a hold of you through Instagram. I was able to reconnect with Tectonical a while ago, but I haven't talked to anyone since. And I was like, I don't have any message from you currently. For whatever reason, I can't find you. Shoot me a message. I'd love to get back in touch. Because, like, I was like, spam. I'm like, where the fuck is she? I'm like typing in Bionicle C, Delia, da, da, and just
Oh yeah, so
nothing. And I'm like,
At that time what happened was is my whatchamacallit Instagram got deleted for violating something. I never use Instagram. So what
yeah.
did I do to violate? It just I don't know.
Women. What?
What? So anyway, but yeah, to cap off the story, with what happened with that video, it kind of led and like one thing led to another, and then I ended up in your server, and I've been in your server since late March. And I don't intend on leaving anytime soon. And
I
because
would
of
hope
that,
not.
well, yeah, but because of you guys, because of Sir Sound, because of you, because of Cam, because of Nadiki, and I really want to give, I don't know if Nadiki's going to watch this or not, but I really do want to give Nadiki a massive shout out for for greeting me the way that he did.
You hear that, Nadikers? We
if
love
it
you,
wasn't
Nadiki.
if it wasn't for him, I don't think I would be back. I don't
Nadiki.
think I would be here right now.
Nadiki, go ahead and give yourself a pat on the back.
Yeah. But I will give everybody else credit as well, just for keeping me hyped up to work on these. Because without them, I wouldn't have worked on the Falkland Islands. I
God,
wouldn't
that
have
was
worked
great.
on. Yeah, I love the Falkland Islands. The Barnacle C4 is back, or my newest one, the Grimace Shake. So I wouldn't have done any of that without the inspiration of other people. So,
I can't wait for
but yeah.
the continuation of the Grimace Shake. Let's just say that stuff is in the works. I thought about making a Grimace Shake video, but
You need to please just make like a super quick, dumb, like 30-second video, please.
that's all it takes, huh?
Yeah, that's all it takes.
I think
That's all
I,
it
I
takes
think I'll
because
try
it's
to do that before I leave for Texas next week. So, but
yeah.
God, no, it's just it's great to have you back, Delia. It feels like the
Thank
community is
you.
definitely coming back to like this 2022 and 2023. I feel like it's is a major comeback for biotubers.
It
Um,
really is.
like uh, Leno dude uploaded for the
Hmm.
first time in what 15 years.
Yeah, no, that was a shock because when I saw that on my feed, I'm like, whoa, whoa, what the fuck? What is going on, right? It just like out of nowhere. It was out of nowhere, and I was like, oh my god! And I went and watched it. And I'm like, dude, I'm totally gonna steal this.
We just need T1 movies, Moon Werewolf Air, and a few
Hmm.
others.
Yeah, and a few others. Oh man,
Scarrick, God.
it just feels like your childhood coming back. And
It
honestly,
that's the
like
best part.
you did a really good job at making that video.
Which video?
The extended version
Oh,
of the
the BioTube nostalgia.
yes, that's the one. That's what I'm talking about.
I mean,
You
that
did
was
a
a
really
lot
good
of
job on that
just
video.
stuff that I watched as a kid. Because a lot of that was just mainly for me, but it's like a lot of people were actually like, "Holy shit, this is actually bringing back memories." I'm like, "Oh shit, I didn't realize people used to watch
Right?
these guys." There's still
Right?
so many
Exactly.
videos that I can't find, but it bums me out.
I've got another really funny story.
Let's hear it.
I remember this is a short one, but I remember way back before I was ever on YouTube, like or like a biotuber per se, but I was on YouTube watching these videos. I'm talking like 2009 to like 2011
Hmm.
because that was right around the time I started getting like my Hero Factory figures. I still had like a bunch of like Bionicle stuff,
Yeah.
but I was like all over YouTube trying to find Bionicle and Hero Factory videos, right? And I just remember one of my favorite videos of all time was Lino Dude's videos.
God.
His birthday special, and then there was the like one of the Larnu and Friends where they were watching like the car commercial.
Fuck
The
you,
fuck you,
Baltimore.
Baltimore. Yeah, that one, right? I
Shove it up your
remember
ugly ass.
I remember I showed those to my dad because I was like, Dad, you need to watch these. These are so funny. And I just and what I remember is I showed them to him and he started laughing his ass off. And like at that moment, that's when I actually started making my own videos. Because I told him I'm like, Dad, I really want to make videos like these. So he went out and got me like a little like flip camcorder,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, the dog ended up eating it, but I still got some video.
The dog ate my homework.
The
the
dog ate my
the
footage.
dog ate my stop motion.
But no,
Oh my god.
but but okay,
Such a blast from the past.
I want you to promise me, okay, not to tell, because I know you know about these videos and I know you know where they're located, but when you post this, you
Oh,
can't
yes, yes.
tell
I
anybody.
know what you're
You can't
talking
tell
about.
anybody. There are three Bionicle videos out there on YouTube right now that I made in 2009. There are two of them, or sorry, three of them. Good luck at finding them, but they're out there. They're
If you go to
Bionicle videos. Nope,
www.bioniclec4.org.net.
nope, they're not on my channel. They are not on my
No, no,
channel.
no, not on YouTube. Bionicle C4.
Oh,
www.bioniclec4.org.net. You can search up all the videos that Bionicle C4 has ever made in her lifetime. Even the
watch that
spicy
actually.
ones.
Oh no.
Damn it, I clicked the
Hey,
wrong
hey,
thing.
no, no, hey, you promised me you wouldn't tell anybody about the spicy videos.
I lied.
But no, but as I said, there are three videos that I made when I was 10 years old out there on YouTube right now. They have the name Bionicle in it. Okay, all three videos, they have the name Bionicle in it. And another hint that I will give you is that there is one mock that is green, and he is the very first
Doesn't
version of C4. What?
it doesn't narrow it down at all.
It does. No, it does. No, no. Listen, there is a mock in all three of the videos, and his name. He's a green mock, and his name is C4. He is the very first version of C4. Um, before he became the one with the not the Miru, the
I don't
what
know the name of the mask. You're
um
talking about like Matoro and
yeah,
Mari,
Motoro
yeah.
Mari's mask. Motoro
I
Mari. I
don't know the
forget what the
name of
name
that
of
one
it.
is.
Trina. That's what it was. The Trina, the Kanohi Trina.
I thought
Before
you
he
just said
had the
China.
Kanohi.
The
No,
Kanohi.
no,
It's the Kanohi China. Okay, quite frankly, little Kanohi China. Okay, Matoro is
don't
just little.
don't give me any ideas.
Oh no.
But but no, as I said, the hints are that
China.
all three videos have the name Bionicle in it, and then all three videos have a green mock in it with a flight adapted Miru, and his name is C4. That's all you get. If you find them,
Good for you.
and you comment on this video, you'll get a cookie.
You
You'll
hear
get a
that,
cookie.
folks? She's offering cookies. You cannot pass up cookies.
Listen, I get these really good cookies from my drug dealer, okay? And I'll give you like one of those. All right. Come on. Don't
Hey,
make me do
hey,
it.
kids! You know, if your parents ever told you not to get into a van with a stranger because they're giving out candy, they are giving you the worst advice. Free candy in today's economy, that is a blessing. You take that and you thank that stranger.
My favorite thing that I learned from school was apparently people just give out free drugs.
Oh, that took a turn.
This is what you reminded me of. Like, I just, you remember, like, going through health class and you start going through,
God.
like, the drug module, and, like, they're always telling you, like, hey, people are gonna pressure you to do drugs, right? It's called peer pressure. I'm like, dude, if they're giving me free drugs, I mean, I could just sell that shit.
Make a profit.
Yeah, make a price call in this economy? No.
Stonks.
Get stopped. But yeah.
Oh my God.
Uh,
It's just so nice. I don't know if I say it enough, Delia, but I'm very glad that you're back.
Me too.
It's so nice.
And I definitely cannot wait to be an SMA with my new self mock. I know I think we briefly touched on this during the live stream.
Probably.
Um
I don't remember. It's all a blur.
well, no, it's okay. But no, but I I know most of you might know that my old self mock used to be Shido. That was the character that showed up in Adventures of Tack and other things.
Oh yeah,
Um
the bitch.
yeah, the bitch, the one with the gripples. But
Oh my God. God bless the
oh,
Gripples.
I actually have a funny story about that, but I'll get to that in a second.
Oh no.
But about Shido, actually, not so much the gripples, but
Oh, okay.
anyway.
Well, I mean,
No, but
who
it's
doesn't
funny.
love
It's funny
Gripples?
though.
Everybody loves boobs.
So, no, but as of right now, Shido is no longer my self mock. Instead, she has been replaced by another mock named Tetril. And Tetril's the one with the Kowalsi, who you may or may not see on the screen right now. I don't know.
The Urukshi. The
No,
femboy
I did
Urukshi.
not.
The femboy
I
Urukshi.
okay, listen. I talked to iBionicle. I actually connected
Yeah,
with
no, this is
iBionicle.
actually really cool. I love this. Very
No,
wholesome.
I connected with iBionicle, and I said to him, like, I sent him a picture of my mock, and he's like, dude, that is so cool. I said, I'm so glad you think that's cool because everybody thinks this is a gender bent Urukshi. And he's like, no, I don't think that's right at all. And I'm like, really? Like, he agreed with me. He was agreeing with me that didn't look like Urukshi at all.
You want to know something that I've realized is there's quite a few people that I know who are like getting into contact with a lot of the OGs. Um, I got into contact with BioRock. You got into contact with iBionicle.
hmm
GZB Mox, I know he's not really on YouTube all that much. He does more just on the biogram side of things. He's talking to IDS.
Really?
Yeah,
Dude, I'd love to get into contact with IDS. I'll have to reach
same.
out to him.
But yeah, no, it's
Um,
it's it's very interesting, and I'd love to talk about this more, but I will be right back after this short break.
okay.
I picked up on mic, but I just cracked open a cold one. We are back.
I didn't hear it.
I hope it picked up on the recording aspect. If not, I'm gonna have to put a fucking sound effect in there.
I would honestly, because that's incredible. Um,
But yes, you were
are
telling me a story.
Yeah, so I was getting ready to tell you a story of something because I was talking about the mocks and stuff and like about how I sent a picture to iBionicle. Um so like do you remember G-Man,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
So G-Man and I connected through your server and we're actually like collaborating at the moment. But it was funny because the other day him and I were talking and no, was it no, it was not G-Man. Oh, I'm so sorry. It was not G-Man.
Oh no.
It was it G-Man? Cuz no, who was I talking to a couple days ago? See,
Juggernaut
this is what
Mox?
sucks. This is what sucks about having two concussions. I don't remember shit. Hold on.
Delia's
Okay.
old.
I am old. No, I'm just brain dead.
Same.
I'm pretty sure it was G-Man. It was She-Man, yes, because we were talking about this yesterday. So anyway, I was talking with Guggernaut Mox.
Juggernaut.
And
Yeah,
is it Guggernaut or
it's
Juggernaut?
Juggernaut. I asked him about that. He said he did that on purpose.
Oh, so it is Juggernaut.
It is
Okay.
pronounced Juggernaut because when I was writing the first episode of season three, he just, I had I'm talking with Eli Sure Sound and then somebody else, and I was like, is it Guggernaut or is it actually Juggernaut? I really don't know. But then when he hopped into the writing, he confirmed it. It is Juggernaut, just spelt with a
Okay.
G.
Well, I'm gonna call him G-Man for the sake of my sanity.
Most people
Um.
probably know him that way.
Okay. So, but yeah, no. What I was saying was I was talking to him a little bit ago, and we got on like the topic of self mocks. So what he told me was he remembers seeing Shadow in Adventures of Tech, but she was in like her own little series of like Wrath of Shadow,
Hmm.
right? And I actually went back and rewatched that to like figure out what happened because I honest to God, I just completely forgot like what happened. And what he told me was he hated Shadow so
I
much.
remember this.
He hated Shadow so much that he hated me. Like he straight up took that anger and was like, "This is your problem now."
I almost just spewed my drink all over my monitors.
You remember that though,
I do
right?
remember that, yes.
I didn't know that at the time. Like back then, I didn't know that at the time, right? So when I reconnected with him, through your server, he was really cool. Like there wasn't
Oh,
any issues or anything, but it was
G-Man's
just
awesome.
hilarious. It was, he's fantastic. I fucking love G-Man, but no, it was just hilarious when he told me that because I had no clue up until he told me that a couple of days ago. I'm like, you hated her? Why did you hate her? And he either couldn't answer me or I don't remember. But
I thought it was just because of the
um,
fact that like the villain arc that he did with the Killer Freeze stuff with the Spy versus Spy Kid.
yeah,
He
no,
apparently
yeah, I
made a reappearance very briefly in the BioTube community, but then just disappeared again.
who Juggernaut?
No, Spy
Oh,
Joe, good old,
uh,
good old creepy Joe.
don't be mean.
That guy was. Do you remember why I removed him?
Wait, you removed him from Discord or Skype?
Skype.
No, I honest to God, no, I don't remember. Enlighten me.
Future Trevor, maybe mute this scene. Play some happy music instead. Um,
So like put in like what is it the we'll be right back thing
yeah. So
from
he
from
started
that one
sending
show.
me some pictures of his hands on his thighs, and I was like, "Fuck this."
I don't remember that. Oh my god, I had no fucking clue.
Future Trevor, you can put the "we'll be right back" after Delia's reaction. Um, but no, like I just remember he was so weird because when Cam was doing the subscriber special, what was it, 1,000 for his movie?
Uh-huh.
We were doing a live stream just talking about it, and this is when I was still decent friends with Bree, and she messages me on Skype. She's like, "Bro, look at his fucking webcam." And he's
Oh
like
no.
holding up a Lego Wild Style pen because this is when Lego Movie just came out, and he's
Right.
like showing off this Wild Style pen. Apparently, he wanted to become Wild Style, thought he was Wild Style, and when people didn't
Oh,
acknowledge it, he
oh
freaked
my
out
god.
and got so
I
mad.
remember. Oh my, you just unlocked a core memory.
But the other part was when he like thought he was British. That was the weird bit.
I remember that too. That's another core memory that you just unlocked. Oh my god.
Congratulations, you just triggered a Vietnam flashback.
You literally did. I have trauma. Um,
Hey, I was the one
I
that
need
got the pictures.
I need to write this down so I can talk to my therapist next week. You could do the you could come back, you could actually come back into the podcast like right when I say I'm going to talk to my therapist.
Oh my god. But no,
Future
like
Trevor, mark that, mark that, mark that.
write that down, write that down, write that down. But no, I think that that was probably what started it was the Killa Freeze episodes that Cam did because that started the whole villain arc for Shadow in his series.
Yeah.
And
I
that
think that's probably what it was. Yeah, which again, I still really don't remember like why exactly her villain arc started. Like who was she? Oh no, it's when
I
she was possessed.
yeah, I don't remember. Joe's shit was so bizarre, and I could not follow it for the life of me.
But yeah, no, it just like I reminded myself of that thing that Juggernaut and I were talking about because literally it was like, oh my god, I had no fucking clue that you hated Shadow that much.
You know what I
It's
just
it's no hard
realized?
feelings though. It's no
Oh
hard
no no
feelings
no
with
no
that.
no, because G Man's a nice guy. I mean, like we were all kids and retarded. I mean,
She was also kind of an edgy emo lord, so I mean, I don't
who's
necessarily
she?
blame him. Huh?
Who's she?
Shadow.
Oh, I thought you're okay. Never mind. But yeah, no. God, just oh, but yeah, no. Something I just realized. I was not the first person to make a fucking mock twerk. It was Cam.
Was it really?
Yeah, 'cause he made Kill a Freeze twerk.
Oh my god.
I'm trying
I'll
to
need
I'm
to
trying
find
to
that.
find the clip here. What the fuck? I can't find his channel. Did
Who,
YouTube
Cam?
did YouTube unsubscribe me from Cam?
Hold on a
What the
second.
fuck? They must have. He's not showing up in my in my subscribers. It says I'm subscribed to him.
Yeah.
He's not in the T's.
No, I'm subscribed to him as well.
Uh,
That's
unless oh no,
strange.
I'm dumb. I'm just we're all just a bunch of Spectrumites here, so we're
Mm,
we're
same.
visual. Let's see. He had a playlist. Wrath of Shadow. Yep, right there. Should unless no. Okay, I think he deleted it, but but
What?
I made a video of one of my mocks, Atrix, reacting to it. I gotta do
Oh,
some digging
so
here.
you have an archived version.
Yes, it's not the best version, but it's still archived nonetheless. Cam, no matter how much you might wish that it never happened and that you thought that the footage was gone because you deleted the
It
video,
did. It happened.
it exists. I have immortalized it.
You might have willed it to disappear, but it has remained alive.
And this is why God took your wife.
You can't kill perfection, Cam.
Oh my god, where's the fucking... Oh, here it is. I've got it. I'll share my screen here. Give me one sec.
I genuinely hope he watches this.
Oh my god, stop! Pause!
Wait, I can't
I
see it.
I tried to pause it, but it just automatically played, and it wouldn't let me pause. All right, here we go. Go live.
Hold on, I can't see it. Oh, there we go.
You ready?
Nope,
Oh,
nope,
it
not
was his
quite.
Christmas special.
I still can't see it. What the fuck? Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, now I see it. Oh my god! Oh my god! Wait, that's Kill a Freeze?
Yeah, it said
Are
it
you?
was. It said it was his Christmas special. Let me see if I can find that. Because I thought it was a Wrath of Shadow video. Maybe he didn't delete it. Let's go down far enough. That was like 2014, 2015.
Anthony?
It's not that. Maybe I
Are you
passed
sure
it.
it's? I
Maybe
I don't see anything.
maybe he did delete it.
It's not that big of a deal right now. I
Yes, it
saw it.
is.
That's all that's important. I saw it.
I just want to see if he still has the video. I'm looking. I'm just. Oh nope, that's Wrath of Shadow. I guess he deleted it. Cause that's Christmas 2014, and then 2015. I think. God. Yeah. He had to have deleted it. Oh yeah, cause this is all insurrection reactions that he did. Yeah. Okay, it's gone. But damn,
Well, that sucks. I didn't see it though.
I still have footage. You cannot hide from your sins.
That is hilarious.
Oh my god, this has just been such a nostalgia trip. Blast from the past. I almost said blast from the blast. The plaster. It's in my ass.
I
Blasting.
think you've
Yes,
had.
here now.
I think you've had one too many of those
I
Bloody
haven't.
Marys.
I haven't had enough.
Honestly, same. Can I have one?
Yes, knock yourself out. Oh my god.
Woohoo!
But something else. There's kind of something that I tend to ask all my guests, Celia,
Hmm.
is because we got onto the topic of BioTube and you talked about your first videos, but I'm always curious, and I know you have a video up on your channel. It's like one of your very first videos.
Hmm.
But what got you into Bionicle? What made you look at that and said, "Yes, I want to spend all the rest of my money on these"?
Okay, so we're talking about buying Bionicles, not so much making videos.
Yes. Like what
All right.
got you into Bionicle? What drove you to just enjoy it and become a collector?
Okay. So I did already make a video on this. It's called Bionicle: A Sad Story. Uploaded a long time ago. But I'll go ahead and tell the story again. So I'll try to abbreviate it a little bit, but basically when I was in like first or second grade, because I know I was around like, I don't know, 6, 7 years old. Um, I had a kid that was in the same class as me. He brought in a Gadunka to school one day. And I saw this Gadunka and I'm like, oh my god, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Like, me being a girl, my dad always tried to give me, because I lived primarily with my dad. My mom was never really in the picture, but
Yeah.
like my dad still tried to give me like girly clothes, girly toys, things like that. So I'd get like dolls, here and there. Like my entire family was like trying to
It's
get me to be girly.
I don't mean to interrupt, but it's like one of those moments
Hmm.
where it's like, yeah, I had Barbie dolls, but only because my Ninja Turtles needed some hose.
No, but it's true. No, but but no, I was the kind of kid that loved to play with the bugs and the dirt and stuff like that. So I just remember I saw this Gadunka and I'm like, this is the coolest fucking thing. Well, I said this is the coolest thing ever because I was a kid and didn't know how to cuss at the time. But
We're all from South Park here. We all cursed like at the age of 1.
but no, I saw it, so I went and asked him about it, and he told me that it was a Bionicle, right? I'm like, oh,
Hmm.
dude, that's so cool. So I went and told my dad about it. I'm like, Dad, I saw this really cool thing at school today. He called it a Bionicle. I don't know what that is, but it's really cool, right? Um, he told me, yeah, whatever, and then never really acknowledged it again. The first Bionicle that I ever got, I got it when I was at a mall with a who was I with? I don't even remember who I was with. I just know it was a family member. I was with a family member and we were walking around in this like toy store and I see this really big box and apparently it was on sale or something because this was right around the end of the Mystica with like the Vizirac and stuff.
Oh,
Am
are
I
you
or not?
looking
No,
at
not the Vizirac, not the Vizirac.
yeah, the Mystica?
The yeah, the Mystica with the
Are
I
you
don't know, the
talking about
Skakti. The Skakti. Who are the
no,
Skakti?
the Skakti or the Paraka?
Paraka, sorry. Yeah. For some reason I couldn't remember Paraka. So it was towards the end of like the Paraka, like towards the end of the year when they were putting all of like Paraka on sale
Hmm.
and all the older sets on sale so they could clear space for the Mari, right? So we were walking around the store and this big box had like a half off sticker on it.
Don't tell me you got Ernak.
No, no, I didn't. I
Wait,
got
Vizan and Fenrek, right?
Vizon and Fenrak.
I
That was my
I
first
remembered it.
Bionicle ever. That was my first. That was actually my first Lego set. Period. That was the first Legos I had ever had in my entire life. Um. So, and it was Vizon and Fenrak, and my family member bought it for me. I took it home, had no idea how to put it together.
Yep.
So, my dad sat down and showed me how to follow the instructions. And
I've got
that
a
was
I've got a
the
couple stories after this, but just
Oh
keep
yeah,
going. Keep
no.
going.
Yeah, no problem. But no, so my dad like sat me down, taught me how to follow the instructions. We put it together. We had it together like before the end of the night, and this was this big giant spider dude. I fucking love this thing. It was the coolest thing I had ever seen. I loved it. I said, "Daddy, I want more." So so here's what he did. Whenever the Mari came out, he actually like every time we went to Walmart, we'd always go check the toy section, and every once in a while he would get me a Mari Toa. I unfortunately never got any of
The Baraki.
the Baraki. I never got any of the Baraki, unfortunately. Um,
Shame.
but say it again.
Shame.
Yeah, no, I wish I would have gotten the Baraki because again, like I saw that kid with the Gadunka and I'm like, oh my god, like I want that Gadunka so bad. Um, but no, I just remember like just getting a bunch of the Toa and then I got Hydroson.
God, I
And
loved Hydraxon.
so here's the cool thing though. So by the time I got all of the Toa, the Hydraxon was like the last one out of the Mori line that I got
Hmm.
because I also had the red one. I forgot what his name
Maxilos
was.
and Spinax.
Maxilos. Yep, I had Maxilos and Spinax before him. So Hydraxon was the very last one that I got. And then when I got him, I started putting him together, but then I couldn't finish him because I had to go to bed so I could go to school the next day, right? So I left him out on the kitchen table and he was still in pieces. And then the next morning, I went to school and then I came back and I didn't see the Hydraxon on the table anymore and I got really worried. So I went to my room because, or no, I asked my dad, I'm like, Dad, where's my Bionicle? And he's like, go look in your room. And so I went to my room, and what this dude did, he posed all of the Toa like all over my room. They were like in my bed, on my shelves, and like on my desk, and on top of my TV and everything. And he had like Matoro fighting Hydraxon. Like it was so
God,
fucking
that's
cool.
awesome.
I had like my very own Toy Story moment. It was really awesome.
Oh, that's
So
actually really beautiful and wholesome.
it was really wholesome. But no, like that is what really like got me into Bionicle. Like from that day when I got Vizon and Fenrak, that was the thing that got me into it. And like later on when I was around like 8 or 9, like I realized that you could take them apart and make your own.
Oh
And
yeah,
that's like
that
when I
was always
started
the
to get into
best part.
mocking. Yeah, right.
It's like, oh, this
And
piece goes here.
yeah, right. Exactly. It's like a magical experience. But no, the rest is history. And that's how I'm here today. And
Mhm.
and from there, I got a bunch of the Vizirac. I got, unfortunately, I never got any of the Toa from that era. But no, I got like the Vizirac. I got um all of the flight adapted Toa. Were those the Mystica?
The Mystica and the Fantoka, yeah, because
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Pohatu, Kopaka, and Lewa were flight adapted for the air, whereas Tahu, Gali, and Onua were more adapted for the swamps. But
Right. Yeah. So yeah, like I got all of those and then it's unfortunate because I didn't start making videos until the very tail end of Bionicle and then Hero Factory came out. Like I didn't start collecting them until like 2007, 2008. You
Which,
know,
which
I
honestly, it's not a bad place to start, but it's because it is like right in the middle. Little did we
mhm.
know, Bionicle was going to be ending in a few years after.
Yeah, like we had no idea, and it was kind of sad, but no, but from there though, like that's when I started making the videos and stuff, and but yeah, I think to answer your question that you asked me initially, like what made me get into it, I just thought they looked cool.
Oh yeah.
I just thought they were cool, man. You know,
No.
I hated Barbie dolls. I always hated them. They were boring. I can't take apart my Barbie dolls, otherwise I look like a fucking psychopath.
Just become Sid from Toy Story. You'll be fine.
That's horrible. Again, I did have Barbie dolls,
But
but
only
all
because
of the
my Ninja Turtles
Bionicles,
needed some hose.
all, all the Bionicles dating the Barbie doll.
But no, God, I just remember being like how devastated I was because I got like when the Glatorians started, I got a Lego magazine every single like time that they put one out, and I always got I have the complete Glatorian comic session or
Oh my
storyline,
god.
whatever you want to call it. Like from the
Mhm.
very beginning of the Glatorian, I like the first one is a cover of Gresh versus Skrull,
Mhm.
and then the last thing that I think it's Makuta versus Matanui, and I got every single one of them because it goes like there's like one in the middle that's kind of like just a small like little uh it's not a clip but it basically kind of sums up like a little bit of Bionicle the Legend Reborn, and there's like
Mhm.
some parts from the movie in there, and then after that, it's after like what was supposed to be the next movie, and it
Right,
continues out from
exactly.
after that. And then I just remember seeing that like because Lego was like, "Dear Bionicle fans, this is sad for us to say, but Bionicle Stars is the last Bionicle like wave that we will be making." I was like, "No!"
Yeah.
But because
No,
I had such a
I remember
fond
that too.
memory, just like old Lego was the best. Because I before I
Mhm.
got a Bionicle, like well, actually, I think my first Lego set actually might have been a Bionicle, like not me knowing, because um, when I was like 2 maybe 3 years old, or maybe maybe I would have just been like 2. I really don't remember. I was very very young, and my
Mhm.
dad uh, my stepbrother was visiting, or my half brother rather, because my dad was married and then he divorced and then married my mom. Um, so my older half brother he got the little Borak Va, the little white Borak Va, and he didn't want it, so he gave it to me. And I was
Mhm.
like, I don't know anything about this. This is just a flinky little guy. And then my mom bought me Lego sets every now and then. I remember specifically uh, like old Lego Creator before they had like the motors and everything.
Mhm.
I got this one set that had 3 robots, and I actually like went on a huge nostalgia trip when I was in the server with Biorock and everything. It was Biorock. Um, she goes by Rin. It's the one that whenever like he posts like advertising and everything, it's her Twitch
Yeah.
stream.
Yeah. No,
And
I know
then
about her.
a few others, and like I was going like through like the creator stuff. Like I got like this one set with like 3 robots where it was a blue and black robot, a red and black robot, which most of I think the bricks that I got from that, either that or the 2005 Clone Turbo Tank is where I get some of my red bricks for Sartix, and then some
Right.
tan pieces for Sandstorm originally, but it was like a blue robot, a red robot, and then a little like tan robot. And then Lego also had this I think it was also Creator, this theme where they came in like these like hockey pucks, and the puck
Mhm.
itself was like trans clear, and then it had certain colors for the cap and the bottom. Like the one that I got was like lime green, and it could make a T Rex, a I think it's a Parasaurolophus. It's the duckbill ones. Like in the
I
Land Before
think I
Time, she was
might.
called Ducky.
Yeah.
It's that one, and then I think
Yeah, I know what you're
maybe a
talking about.
Triceratops or a Velociraptor. and they
I
had a
think I've
bunch of
seen those
others.
before.
Like some of the pucks came with like orange caps, red caps, blue caps, black caps, white caps, and you can make one thing and then take it apart and make three other ones. Like today's three in ones, but instead of boxes, they came in like little hockey pucks, and those were like some of my first. And this is probably my all-time favorite Lego set. It was a Lego. It's like Lego City's old theme, where like one of the big companies was Octan,
Yeah,
and
it still is.
is it still around?
Yeah,
Oh my
Octan is
God,
still
that's
around. It's
beautiful.
in if you go look at like some of the newer city sets, some of them still have Octan in them.
That actually that brings a smile to my face because like this is my all-time favorite Lego set. I get three little minifigs, one in white, one in blue, and one in red. Um, one has a mustache, one just has a blank smiley face. Not like the like OG like Lego smiley face, but just some weird creepy smile. And then a
Yeah.
guy like the guy with the red, he gets like cool pit viper sunglasses.
Yeah.
Um, and then there were three cars. There was like three little race cars, a green one, a blue one, and a red one, and then a big white like honestly like big for a kid my age, but a
Yeah.
semi truck to trailer all three of the cars, and you had some tools and everything. That was my favorite. And then
Oh my
not
God.
long after that, I got Vakama Hordika. Like my mom was like, "Oh, let's go to the store." And then I saw Vakama Hordika. I was like, "Oh, he looks so cool."
Right?
And I thought I had a defective Bionicle because I was watching my mom build it because she built it for me. I was way too young to understand it, and I'm watching her go through the instructions. She's building it, and the spinner never worked. And
Oh.
all throughout my child, like, 'cause I remember I kept him built basically up until I found BioTube in 2008.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember one time I was at my grandpa's house, and it was a huge just family get together. My cousins and I were all downstairs playing, and I brought Vakama. And my cousin Ryan, he's like, "Oh, I know Bionicle," and I was like, "Oh yeah, he's my favorite." And I was like, "Yeah, but the disc thing doesn't work." And he goes, "I'll make it work." And he's just sitting there like putting the ripcord in and just yanking it. And it wasn't until I came across YouTube that I'm watching a video of the Hordika, and I was like, something don't look right there. And I look at the back, and my mom put the spinner thing, like the where you put the ripcord in, she put it in
Yeah.
backwards. And so I flip it around, and I put the ripcord in, and I yank it, and the disc goes flying. I was like, oh!
My God, that is so freaking cool.
But God, like I got the red Vizirac, the black Vizirac. The black Vizirac actually has a really fun story. Fuck it, I'll tell it. We're having fun here.
Okay.
Um,
Okay, okay.
this is my proof that Santa exists. um, so like my dad and like my mom and dad asked me like, "Oh, what do you want for Christmas?" Like, I want the black Bionicle, and because I wanted Wanua Hordika, so I could make. I used to call the combiner models like super megas,
Mm-hmm.
and because I was like, I want to make the super mega for Vakama, and so I was like, I just want the black Bionicle, and they're like, okay, yeah. I'm with my dad one weekend, and we're at his friend's house with his daughter Tatum. She was around the same age as my sister and I, and we're all playing. And I shit you not, it sounds like a fucking car gets dropped on the roof, and we're like, what
Oh.
the fuck? And Santa's just there. he's
Sam?
he's he's just there. Like he
So
he
you saw Santa Claus.
like he was like he dropped down from the roof onto their deck. So I'm sure
Uh-huh.
what happened. Maybe they put like a ladder up, but like like hand to God, he just dropped off the roof, and then uh he gives Tatum her gift. He gives my sister her gift, and then he pulls out. It wasn't Wanua, but it was the Black Vizirac. And I was like, how did he know? How
How
did he
did he
know?
know? Oh
But
no.
and then after that, there I didn't really see much. I got Iruni and Pooks for the Rahaga, and then after that, uh, the Paraka came out. I got Hakan, Avak, Radak, Vizok, Zaktan, Thok in that order. Like I
Mm-hmm.
love how I remember just like old biotube stuff. and then the order I got all my Bionicles in, but yet I
Mm-hmm.
can't remember simple math.
You know what? I got a funny thing to tell you. Since we're having fun. So like speaking of Vizirac, one of the first Vizirac that I ever had was the white one. Forgive me, I don't remember what his name
Sukarak.
was. Is that what it was?
Yep.
Oh, what? Say it again.
Sukarak.
Sukarak. Okay, Sukarak. I'm just gonna call him the white one.
I want the white Bionicle.
I'm just gonna call them all Hello Kitty. Anyway, but but yeah, I that was the first Berserk I ever got. I got him when my dad and we were on a road trip. So we were like a traveling dog show kind of thing. I forgive me because I don't remember what it was, but
Okay.
like it's basically a circus. No. Um
I grew up
it
in a
was like him
circus.
it was him and his buddy. They decided to do like traveling dog shows, and so like we would go all over the East Coast doing like these dog shows, right? And like we set up our show in front of like a in like an open field in front of a Yankee Candle store. And my
Love Yankee
dad
Candle.
takes me into the Yankee Candle store before they do the show. In the store, they were selling Legos,
Hmm.
specifically Bionicle, and they had all of the Vizirac lined up on a wall. And I was like, Dad, please, can I have this one? Can I have this one? And I was holding up this white Vizirac, and I'm like, I want this, I want this, I want this. And he's like, oh, fine. At the time, I think they were only like $5 or whatever, so he gets it for me.
God, when
Um,
Bionicle was $5, I remember those days.
oh, tell me about it. But yeah, so I ended up getting that, and it was funny because he almost very nearly got thrown away because he was gonna punish me for something that I did
Oh,
wrong,
oh
and
no.
so he actually made me throw it in the trash, and I wasn't allowed to touch it for like 24 hours.
Oh
And I
no.
asked him like after 24 hours, I was like, Dad, can I please get my barnacle out of the trash? And he's like, fine, whatever. So he lets me get it out of the trash. So I saved it. I still have it.
Good.
Um, but um, but no, I actually wanted to briefly talk about Hero Factory.
Oh my god.
What? What's oh
No, no, no,
my
no, no. It's just like, it's Zero
god?
Factory. They killed Bionicle in sleep.
No.
No,
Okay,
no.
so
It.
you're kind of right about that. No, I remember again, 2010 Bionicle ended. I was really disappointed to see that Bionicle ended. As were the rest of us to see the stars. Like it was really disappointing for me. I actually ended up buying all the stars. Or I didn't buy them. My
Oh,
dad did.
I mean,
You
I
know,
think we all got the stars. They weren't that
yeah,
expensive. You know,
they were really cheap.
side note, because I remember watching Bionicle sets like full size Toa sets go from $5 to 10, and
Yeah.
then I remember because the Baraki and the Mari were the last time they were $10, and
Hmm.
no, that was the Fantoka. The Fantoka were $10 too. And then I remember like looking at the Mystica on Lego.com. And it's like, ooh, coming soon. And I click on Tahu. I was like, $13? What is this bullshit? And I kept like just watching the hike of prices because by the time the stars came out, they were $10 a pop.
Yeah, they were 10, but they were ridiculously expensive for basically nothing.
Yep.
Oh my god! I just fucking reminded myself of something. Okay, this is short, but Michael and I, we or my fiance and I, we were at Rite Aid in town the other day because
Okay.
we needed to get something, right. So we were at Rite Aid in town, and I remembered something, and I remembered that in 2015 I found an unopened Kalma at
Bruh.
that Rite Aid, and
Bruh.
they sold it to me for $10.
What the
In
fuck?
I'm not even fucking with you. I swear on my life, I that is exactly what
Are they
happened.
like a pawn shop or
No, no, this is a pharmacy. You know,
what
like
the
a
fuck?
I don't know if you have like a Walgreens or
Yeah, yeah,
whatever.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's a Rite Aid. It's a pharmacy,
What? So
and it
what? Did
was
you just like find it on the shelf?
yeah, it was just sitting on the shelf.
What the
Yeah, just
fuck?
unopened. It was perfectly sealed. It was unopened. It was just sitting there on the shelf. It had a price tag on it for $10. I think it was something that they found in the back. And
You
it
just
just it'd been
blow the
sitting there for
dust off.
years.
What is this weird? Oh my god, it's a bionicle.
No, nobody. So at the time I didn't have any money because again this is like 2015. I was a teenager. I I was with my grandmother at the time, like when this happened. I remember like the reason why I was telling you about like my fiance and I is because like I told him the story as we were walking around that Rite Aid because that was the same Rite Aid that I found the coma at. But I told him the story about when my grandmother and I were there in 2015 and I saw this coma and like she was across the store. I picked up this coma and I sprinted across the store to find her. And I mean sprinted. I was on her in less than 3 seconds. I was there and I ran up on her so fast I created wind and it scared her. But no,
Grandma,
no,
let me buy, please.
this is like let me buy, let me buy. Can I
I
have it? Can
need
I have it? Can I have
Bionicles,
it? Can I have
need
it?
Bionicles.
I need it, Grandma. I need it. And she looked at the price tag and she's like, okay, $10, whatever. And I got it. She got it for me, and I still have it to this day. It's not. I did open it. It's not sealed
Oh yeah,
anymore.
no, 100%. I
Yeah,
actually
no.
talked to Aquatics about like opening stuff at because similar situation, but eBay. Um,
Yeah.
like I'm going through like eBay just looking for some Bionicles. Like 2018, I was going through a binge
Hmm.
just buying a bunch of stuff. I found like brand new unopened Anawa Hordika for
Whoa.
$15 plus
What?
five shipping. I got him for
No.
$20. I was like, this has
Oh,
to be a fucking scam. And I
I was about to say.
I opened the box and sure as shit, my Anawa Hordika is fresh from 2005. Like in 2018, it was a brand new 2005 Bionicle set. I was blown away, and I'm so pissed because I I I recorded it specifically because it was a big thing, and my
Yeah.
mic was muted the entire time. I was so pissed, but like I have the canister right next to me right now, but it like I was like, dude, what? Because a lot of sealed stuff like Bionicle Gen 1 is like hundreds of dollars. And G2
Right.
now, I mean, nobody gives a shit about G2, but G2 is like fucking hundreds of dollars. But God,
Yeah, they're
Gen
still
1
really expensive for some reason.
2005 Bionicle set for 15
Yeah.
bucks. Either this person just found it was like, meh, I don't know what this is. I'm gonna put
Yeah.
this, or like they really did not care. They just wanted to get rid of it.
Oh, actually, see, I just reminded myself of something else. So, my stepmother, what she used to do was, she used to buy like toys for me and my stepsisters, like way, like she would buy them, but she would like hoard them and
Yeah,
she would hide them somewhere so she would have Christmas gifts and birthday gifts and stuff for the future, right? So she knew what I liked. She knew that I liked the Lego figures, like the construction and things like that. And this was around the time when Hero Factory was around. Um, what I remember is 1 year for my birthday. Um, I think I was like almost 20
hmm
when this was 4 years ago. Yeah. Um, I remember she like for my birthday, she mailed me this package because I think I was still living in I was living in Orlando at the time. She mailed me this package for my birthday and I opened up the package. It's all like wrapped up in paper and stuff, and on the card, like she sent me a card with it and she was like, "Happy birthday. I found a bunch of these in the closet. I figured maybe you would want these."
Oh boy.
Right? And I opened it up. It was a bunch of Hero Factory figures. And I'm talking about 5 or 6, but they were all from different series.
hmm
There were a couple of 2.0s, a couple of 3.0s. There were a couple of the breakout sets, and I think there were some brain attack ones. There were the brain attack villains though. I didn't get any of the heroes.
I love
All
that. That's
sealed.
awesome.
All sealed. Completely sealed. I guess she forgot that they were in there, and I did end up calling her. I'm like, "Do you have any more?" And she's like,
Do
"No,
you have any
I've
more? I need my
do you
fix,
have any-"
man.
I was like, "I need my drugs." No, but no, I asked her if she had any more, and what she told me was that she first of all, no, she didn't have any more, but she said that the only reason why I'm getting them now is because she forgot that they were there. They were buried under everything else in her closet. So, and as she was going through it and cleaning out some old junk, she noticed that they were still there and that they were still like new in the package and everything. And she decided for my birthday to go ahead and send them all to me.
That's
And
awesome.
I'm like, you have no fucking clue how happy I am right now. You have no clue. And again, those ones I did open, but I couldn't resist. I mean, again,
Oh
this was
God,
like 2021, or 20 or sorry, 2019
I
when this
am.
happened.
I'm not
So,
gonna judge you for opening hero like, because I mean we as Marcus we need those parts, man. Get
yeah, we need those
apprentice, we
parts,
need those
man.
parts. Oh, I need my parts.
And
Oh,
some people will argue like, "Oh, it's Hero Factory. It's,
well, it's
you know."
Bionicle. They're not they're toys too. It's like they're not
Yeah.
designed to sit in packages unless it is like a one of one collectibles. Like I watched a Pawn
Yeah.
Stars scene a couple weeks ago where this
Pawn
guy
Star.
no seriously this guy brought in like he got some like rare Lego minifigures and it was like a carat like a 14 karat gold
Mhm.
C3PO. It's still
Mhm.
new, sealed in box, like in the little package you got from like some kind of Comic Con, and then
Mhm.
like I think a rose gold or like it was some kind of silver, but not exactly silver. I don't remember the material, but like a silver-esque looking R2D2, like and it's made out of
Right.
the actual element and everything, and
Right.
like unless it's something like that, that's completely different. You keep that shit sealed, but
Yeah,
like
no, exactly.
when there was like hundreds of the same set, like thousands, if not millions of the same set released worldwide,
Mhm.
sure, it would be nice. I mean, like, I keep all like as many of my canisters like as I could. I unfortunately threw a bunch of them away. Same with the boxes. But as far as Hero Factory went, I think I have every single canister from Hero
Mhm.
Factory and bag. I might not have all the boxes just because they were cardboard boxes, but I kept
Mhm.
everything from Hero Factory just because I knew how pissed off I was when I found out that I didn't have all my Bionicle canisters. The only ones
Yep.
that I know for a fact that I have are all my Glatorian ones because it had the game with it. But um like the canisters are a nice display piece, but to just keep the set inside
Yeah.
when like especially if you don't have the set on like originally,
Mhm.
why keep it in a box?
Yeah,
It's not meant to
exactly.
sit in a box.
Exactly. And actually, so at one point I did collect canisters. I did keep them, but then I stopped just because I was moving and I couldn't really
Yeah.
take them with me. So I did unfortunately throw away pretty much all of my canisters. However, what I have kept from 2009 and up until current, and this is with every single Lego set I have ever bought from 2009 to now,
Mhm.
I have kept instructions.
Oh yeah, I
And
always keep the instructions.
Mike, Michael and I, we have a bin full of
Same
nothing but
here.
instructions. And I wrote in gold on the bin the sacred text.
This sacred
That's
text.
the sacred text. We have a bin. It's called the sacred text. It is every single instruction that I have ever collected since 2009.
I might see if I can
Um,
just find like a big ass book and hollow it out and like so like the pages like don't actually flip and everything and just hollow it out and put all my instructions in there and then like label it I think I might do the same thing, just like label it the sacred text, because this
the
bin that I
sacred
had I
text.
used to put like whenever I would go to my dad's for my weekends, like for the weekend or whatever, I would put like I remember just stuffing as many Glatorian as I could in there, and
My God,
then
I used to do the same thing with
yep,
every road trip I went on. Oh my God.
um, but this bin is like perfectly like for whatever reason, like uh. I'm honestly shocked that it fits these, but like when I got the
Hmm.
two new like Ninjago dragons, like the ice creature with the gold hands, and then the four-headed one for the gift with purchase, like
Yeah.
those instruction booklets fit like perfectly inside the bin with just a little bit of like wiggle room in there.
Hmm.
So like
Hmm.
I can fit any kind of Lego instructions in there. It has almost every single Lego set instruction booklet that I from every Lego set that I had gotten, and it also holds all my Glatorian comics. But I I'm keeping that.
Right. Yeah, and like even I'm still gonna continue to keep those, like I'm gonna still gonna continue to keep those instructions because like
Always, you have to. It's a must.
yeah, it's important. It's important to the culture.
I mean,
You
honestly, it
know,
is. I mean, I know Lego's trying to. Lego. I've heard rumors that Lego's gonna move away from instructions and that you have to scan the box with like a phone or something like that to get the
maybe.
instructions. That I hate that idea, but like, you can always look up instructions. Like there have been some Bionicle sets, like some of the Titans, where I can't find the instructions. And I'm like, I don't know how this guy was built, and I can still look up the instruction booklets on their website, which is phenomenal. But
I
it's
have a
just so much
question.
better to just keep the instruction booklets. It's
I,
memorabilia.
yeah, no, exactly.
What's your
I have a
question,
question.
soldier?
Do you think I should go? Do you think I should make a video going through every single instruction I've ever collected? Do you think I should do
If
that?
you do that, I will do it as well.
Dude, that sounds awesome. Cause like that's like a big nostalgia trip, honestly. That sounds awesome.
We could make a live
No,
stream out of it.
I did. So like I kind of wanted to go back here for a second. How much time do I got?
Honestly, because I do want to talk Hero Factory with you, but I think we should start wrapping up. We can save it for another time where you and I can do another Saturday night with Sartix. Who
Well,
knows?
this won't
Maybe we can have
this
some
won't take
other. Well, yeah,
this
I
one
know, but
yeah,
just
this
like
won't
talking
take
about
very
Hero
long.
Factory in general, like maybe we can talk about it with another guest.
Yeah.
But
How about maybe I can probably nominate somebody who would be very interested in here.
we can talk about it off camera. But why don't you tell your story? We'll go ahead and wrap it up.
Yeah, real fast. So, what I was saying before, and I know I mentioned this a couple minutes ago, but like, I came in on the tail end of Bionicle, unfortunately,
Hmm.
and I never saw the beginning of Bionicle, but I did see the beginning of Hero Factory. And
Yes.
so this is a lot of people get hate for this, okay, for loving Hero Factory. I was one of those kids that loved Hero Factory. All right. I latched onto it because it was something that I was able to see not only the beginning but the end of as well.
Yes.
Um, I know it wasn't all that great. However, if you haven't read the books, please read the books. They're actually really fucking good. They're really good. They have a lot of lore in them. They're very Bionicle like. You know what I mean?
Because
They're really good.
weren't they written by Greg Farsty?
Yes, yes, they
Yes.
were
Yeah.
written by Greg Firsty.
Yeah,
Um,
that's what sells me on it. I mean, Hero
yeah.
Factory had its ups and downs. Like, and I was actually just thinking about this the other day, that like Bionicle, like once I'm done with all my stuff, like making my content, um, like I will try to keep as many of my mocks together as possible. I don't think that'll be a problem with how many like parts I've ordered from Lego and Weebrick, but Hero Factory is one of those themes where it's like I don't really need to rebuild them. The only ones that for me have rebuildability, if that's even
Hmm.
a word, I would rebuild all the 1.0, all the heroes and all the villains that I have, and
Hmm.
then all of 2.0 because those two were the main ones for me. 1.0, it's the very start, and then it's basically like the Toa Mata and then the Toa Nuva
Hmm. Yeah.
for like Bionicle fans and everything. And to be fair, I think like as cool as the sets got in the later years, the best it's just that transition from what 1.0 was just like basically advanced Lego stars to
Yeah.
CCBS. So,
Yeah, which I honestly I feel like CCBS was like a game changer.
oh
I'll be
yeah.
completely honest. So
And
many people give it hate, but it really is a game changer.
the only thing that I don't like about it is that it's not as compatible with Bionicle Gen 1 as we would
Hmm.
have liked. It has its
Hmm.
compatibility, but it's yeah. CCBS is great, but it's just like going to like like old Technic and everything. It's like you could be better. So
Right.
Lego. That's why with G3 you need to make a new system because like it's like CCBS was also like the Anika build where it's like we made the Anika build, we will make them all like this. um,
Yeah.
but G3 needs to be compatible with CCBS. So both Bionicle Gen 1 and Gen 2 Hero Factory, and Gen 3 also needs to have a new construction look, but that it's compatible with all. And that's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I agree.
Delia, I think we've had a really nice chat, and I'm
Yeah.
very glad that you are back, and I'm thankful to have you on the show. Um, do you have any closing words that you want to say?
Yeah, no, I just want to say thank you for welcoming me back with open arms. Thank you for having me on the server. Thank you for having me here. Thank you for keeping me inspired and keeping me busy. That's for sure. Just thank you.
Too kind, too sweet.
Thank you.
All right. Well, everybody, I think that's going to have to do it for tonight's episode of Saturday Night with Sartix. Don't forget to check out the playlist of Saturday Night with Sartix and Self Muck Adventures Season 2. Well, I mean, just Self Muck Adventures, but just keep an eye out for both of our channels because we are both going to be coming in with some content here soon. But until then, I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye.